I'm Francie Marzik, physical therapist, and I want you to step away from your chair. Sitting is the most underrated health threat of our time. More than 6 hours of sitting a day greatly increases your risks of an early death. Every day we move from our breakfast chair to our driving chair to our work chair, maybe to a lunch chair, and back to our work chair. Then we repeat that driving chair, hoping that the extra traffic doesn't prolong your drive. At home, we vary between our dinner chair and our TV or smartphone spot. And now we may be sitting even more than ever. Every hour of sitting saps your energy and ruins your health. It can be considered as harmful as smoking. While you're sitting, the electrical activity in your legs shuts down. The blood flow reduces. The calories burned decrease. The enzyme production, which helps us break down fat, decreases by 90%. 2 hours of sitting can drop your good cholesterol by 20%, which may explain why people with desk jobs have twice the rate of cardiovascular disease. It even negatively impacts your blood sugar and insulin levels. But just 2 minutes of a leisurely walk every 20 was enough to stabilize those blood sugar levels. And friends, 1 to 2 hours of vigorous exercise will not compensate for those long hours of sitting. But, Francie, sitting is inevitable, so what can we do? Well, variety is the spice of life. Change chairs before the rest of your household gets up. Use the couch in your living room, where you may not be able to use later in the day. But the couch needs modifications, so your laptop is not sitting on your legs and creating that horrible posture. So place a dense pillow or two on your legs to lift it up. Maybe even use a tray table, so you're not curled over with that poor back and neck posture. And when we sit, let's try to improve our sitting posture. Sit on the front edge of your chair. It tends to instantly create an improved posture. Realizing that when we get engrossed in anything, we tend to lean forward. So keep your screens higher and closer and keep checking for that tendency. Build in natural breaks into your day. We've all set up our workstations for convenience, which is the opposite of movement. If you're a huge water drinker, keep your water bottle further away so you'll have to get up to get a drink. If you're not a water drinker, place the largest water bottle you can find right next to you to constantly remind you to drink, and then use the need to pee as your natural alarm to move. If coffee is your best friend, use the smallest cup and go to the coffee pot more often. I'm doing tons of webinars right now, and I force myself to stand for them. You're probably not going out and purchasing a standing desk today, so let's get creative. You can use a box on your kitchen counter. Reinforce it with duct tape so it's a little stronger and it can hold whatever you place on top of it. Or get creative with a laundry basket or storage bin. I'm using a file folder box, and this is the perfect height for me. Try a music stand or a TV tray table. Or find a shelf, maybe even your fireplace mantle, something that makes it easier to work and read while standing. If you choose to stand and work, this needs variety too. Alternate sitting and standing, and while you're standing, sway a little bit. Or adjust your shoes. Since you're home all alone, wear whatever shoes are more comfortable. I choose my big fluffy socks with my husband's Crocs. But maybe work with one shoe on and one shoe off. It kind of mimics a box they used to stand on, and you get some variety in your hips too. Or change the height of your shoes throughout the day and give yourself some different varieties. Takeaways for today. Number 1, 2 minutes every 20 minutes. Take it and move. Break up your sitting. Don't worry about the breaks ruining your focus. Research actually shows that movement improves your creativity and productivity. Number 2, variety is the spice of life. Hopefully I've given you lots of to play around with, but experiment on your own with different sitting and standing variations. There's no perfect way. Just mix it up and maybe set a timer to remind you to change something. And number 3, right now, identify one way that you can work without sitting. I wish you a healthy day today that will compound into many healthy tomorrows.